Barakim Habarim, welcome to Messianic Moment Ministry. I'm Stephen Bruck. You know who you are. Today's the 4th day of July, 2024. And to all Americans reading this or hearing my video, I wish you a happy day celebrating the freedom we earned from a despotic government. You know, it would be even better if we didn't end up trading a despotic government for a corrupted one. Well, anyway, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and to my website, messianicmoment.com. There are subscribe buttons around here somewhere. Also, on Facebook, like my Facebook page and join my group. It's called Just God's Word. And by the way, if you like what you get here, you will love the books I've written. They're available through links that are on my website, or just go to Amazon.com, put my name, Stephen R. Bruck, in the search field, and all 5 books are there. Oh, one last thing. Please share these messages with everyone you know. Believer or non-believer, doesn't matter. Share it. Help this ministry continue to grow. All right. Independence Day. Well, the truth is no one is ever completely independent. You know, that nice Jewish Pharisee from Tarsus, you know, the guy who made tents for a living? He wrote a letter to the Jews and to Gentiles also in Rome that we are either a slave to sin or a slave to God. Not independent there. And Yeshua confirmed that by telling us no one can have 2 masters. Well, the Revolutionary War that we're celebrating today wasn't really what they wanted back then. They just wanted representation in Parliament. You know, if King George had been more accommodating, we might still be eating bangers and mash for dinner. But, history lesson aside, my message is that we can be independent of some things that are of the world. But we are never truly independent unless we reject God. Oh, wait a minute. That isn't right. Because if we reject God, then we will be under Satan's control. You see, if we aren't for God, we are against him. And that means we are subject to Satan, whether we realize it or not. So I say true independence is not freedom from something. It is freedom to choose something. But either way, we will be dependent on that something. As for me, I choose to be dependent on God. As for the government we are living under, if we don't like it, hey, we can go somewhere else. Or in a free country, at least one that's designed to be that way, we can use our vote to change what we don't like. Although that's always a very lengthy process. So my freedom to choose, I choose to stay in America, despite how much it has spiraled down into a corrupted form of government. And that goes for either party. You know, no one in American politics is completely clean. And that's because you can't get anything done in politics without getting dirty. The lesson we learn from both Yeshua's teachings and Shaul, that's Paul, his letters, is that we must obey the government. Because no matter how righteous or sinful it is there by God's allowance. And being obedient to God, we faithfully suffer through the bad ones and should give thanks for when we have a good one. As for this day's celebration of American freedom to be independent of England, despite how terrible I believe things have become, as a lifelong student of American history, I know we have had bad times before and come through. If we can turn back to God, then this country will survive. If we continue on this backsliding, well, if you haven't gotten right with God, now would be a good time. That's it for today. So, Hitrot, and let me wish you an early Shabbat Shalom.